Hello, my lovely Leos. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I am here to do your April 2020 general reading. It will bleed into May, or within a month's time of when you view this, because time is fluid, so don't get hung up on the dates. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It will not apply to every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. If you'd like me to pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email is in the box below. I'll gladly give you all the information you need on personals. It's on my website. It's on the community tab as well, and don't forget to check me out on Patreon. These readings, the general ones, will not be extended over on Patreon. I only extend my love readings, so when we go into the May readings, those will be extended, but I let you know every reading anyways. I do plan on doing some bonus type reading or like mini love readings or something over there on Patreon, and I should get to those this week, in light of, not extending these, just so that I have content over there. I did that last time as well. Thank you to everyone who has joined me over there. The support is phenomenal, and I love you guys for it so much. Also, the supporter over here, all my subscribers, the likes, the comments. I love hearing your stories, and just feeling all the love that you share. You guys are an inspiration to me every day, that's for sure. I love doing this for you guys and helping guide you and just talking to you guys. Like some of the emails I get, I just love you guys so much. But anyways, yeah, there are some haters out there, but there's a bad apple in every bunch, and some of them, are trying to tell me that I don't have a right to say what I want to say. There's a thing called freedom of speech, but, whatever. It's my channel. If you don't like the verbiage that I use, if you don't like bad language, which, by the way, I do use bad language, so if it offends you in any way, shape, or form, there's the door. See you later. Bye. I don't have time for that. It's my channel. I'm not changing. I do hope you stay, because I probably have messages for you. And it depends on the energy that I'm sitting in. Sometimes, I cuss more than other times, especially when I'm picking up on somebody being upset or angry. A lot of the times you'll notice throughout readings that I do, I act different. I say different. It's not just what I say, but it's how I say things. Hell, my accent has even changed in some readings, I've noticed. And it's just my demeanor and how I present myself or handle myself. And a lot of times that's because of the energy I'm in. It's not necessarily coming from me. So I'm like a conduit, because I not only read cards, I channel messages. A lot of my messages are intuitive. And I do have spirit that hangs out in the room with me. I've even had viewers tell me that they've heard voices and seen things in some of my recordings, and that happens all the time around me, so I'm not surprised at all. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out. I was really drawn to do your reading, and before I really dive in, I know I'm missing some stuff, but I really don't care. I don't want to talk about people who throw shade and bring that negativity in here, because I was fucking pissed off about it. I'm going to say what I want to say. But anyways, before I really dive in, what struck me to do your reading, and it's so funny because I've been eating these chocolates, and I can't remember the last reading I did, but that was the last one that I had, and I bought some more today. Well, this message, I got this before I even sat down, and the card that came out for you guys, the overall energy, is like very similar to this. It just cracks me up when that happens. So they're Dove chocolates. They are dark chocolate and sea salt caramel, and they are to die for. They're like crack. I can't get enough of these fucking things. I try to limit myself, and I've been doing pretty good, but I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but for shit like this, yes I do. Anyways, the message in this one says, be the sculptor of your dreams. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Be the sculptor of your dreams. You have the ability to make your dreams come true, to achieve your goals, to get what you want out of life. And I feel like some of you are feeling a little discouraged. I feel like for some of you, there's somebody that's holding you back. It's a legit person. I feel like you're trying to grow and expand, just in life in general. I'm not even just talking about relationships, because this is a catch-all read, so it's a little bit of everything. And I feel like while you're trying to grow, and it's almost like you're outgrowing a situation. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so I think is it Vietnamese or Chinese? I can't remember what culture it is, but it's over there somewhere. I think it's like Chinese women do this. It's over in Asia somewhere, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Don't hold me to this. But I don't know if they do it anymore, but it used to be a practice where they wanted their feet to be small. So they would wear one size shoe, and no matter how big their foot got, that was the shoe that they would wear because they wanted to look petite. And their toes and everything would curl in because obviously their feet were too big for the shoes that they were wearing. And that's what I feel with you. Not that your feet are are gnarly and and that you're outgrowing your shoes. Some of you might need to, but I feel more of like you're trying to grow, and you are growing and you're expanding, but you're being stifled in this little box. And it's kind of fucking things up right now for you. I feel like if your life feels out of whack, like if you feel like you're in a funk, if you feel like you've hit a wall and you're not progressing forward, or it's just like one obstacle after another, it's like, I'm doing good, boom, oh, I got over this one, boom, and it's just like one hurdle, like back to back, basically. It's because there's a situation that you need to remove yourself from. And potentially for some of you, it's a relationship. It could be a partner who is stifling you. Because I do feel a loveless relationship here. Like, you know it's not working, but you could be staying for codependent reasons. And it might not even be for yourself. It could be because you feel guilty, you feel bad leaving this person. It could be because they, maybe they have health issues of some kind, and it's like, oh, I can't leave so-and-so because, they're dying, or they're really sick and they need help, or they need help financially, something like that. Regardless of what you feel they need, it's almost like you feel that they're codependent, so you're keeping yourself stuck because you would feel bad if you left. And I kind of feel like whoever's around you that's making you feel this way, they're doing it on purpose. It's almost like guilt trip energy, because they don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to surpass them. They don't want you to move on because they are stuck. But that's not your problem, and that's not your fault. So I feel like somebody needs to hear that, because that's definitely not a message for all of you, but I do feel that stifled energy. Some of you, it's not a relationship. It's a job. You've outgrown this position, and it's almost like, yeah, I feel like I was promised advancement, like there's opportunities to advance within this company, and it hasn't happened. And it's like, okay, how many friggin' years do I have to be here before I get this promotion? Like, haven't I proven myself worthy of whatever company this is, whatever position you're striving for? I feel like you have. I feel like a lot of you have gone above and beyond the call of duty when it comes to work. And it's not even a job that fully satisfies you. It's like, if you could reach the status that you want at the company that you're at, I feel like you would be happy enough, because you would have more money, you'd have the stability that you want, and you would have not only the recognition but the authority. Because I feel like I'm talking to a Leo who wants to be a boss type figure, and not just a supervisor. You want to climb, the corporate ladder, basically. You want to be a top dog. I don't feel like you want to be the head of the company, but you want to be up there in whatever this profession is. Because I feel like you are a leader. I feel like people listen to you. They value your opinion, and they know that you are not only intelligent, but you intelligent on your own, in your own way, but you are very knowledgeable in the field that you're in. And I feel like you have been stuck at one level for a while, and it's empty promise after empty promise after empty promise. So it's like you're being stuck in this little box. You're underpaid and underappreciated where you're at, and that's definitely not for all of you. But I strongly feel that. And for some of you, there's like a dream, because with this, be the sculptor of your dreams, there is like a childhood dream that you have had. And I feel like you kind of lost sight of that for a while, because, you get carried away with life and responsibilities. And if you're a parent or a wife or a husband or, whatever, we have other responsibilities. And sometimes we forget, where we're going in life, and we just kind of go through the motions and lose sight of, why we were even doing this in the first place. It's like sometimes we need that time to reflect. And I feel like with what's going on in the world right now and being forced to either be quarantined at home and you're laid off or whatever, not all of you are, but I feel like just with the fact that people are pulling away from each other, social distancing and whatnot, we have a lot more alone time, a lot more free time, because even after work, you just go home. There's really not much else to do at this time. So it's a time for self-reflection, self-discovery. And I feel like a lot of you are remembering that dream. You're remembering your life purpose, or you're having that aha moment of, this is what I'm supposed to do. And as it's coming back, you're realizing just how bored and unsatisfied. I don't want to say not happy, because I don't feel like a lot of you are miserable. I just feel like you're not satisfied. There's more to life than this. More to life than this relationship. More to life than this job. Than where I live. Than any, I feel like I need to move forward. I kind of want to be grandiose, is what I feel like. I want to be heard. I want to be seen. I want to leave my mark, my legacy. I got that for somebody else too. And I feel some redirection here, but I also feel that you feel guilty for thinking and feeling this way. Don't, because this is what you need to do. And then we got belong to your own dream, create your own life, which totally goes hand in hand with this little message. I swear, I love it when that happens. This is your dream, your goal, your life. And with the whole stifled energy, with you growing and expanding and having these realizations, it does not matter what other people think, what they want, what their life path is. If they can't follow you, if they can't support you, if they can't help you, if they're not gonna walk beside you as you head towards this goal, this dream, as you start creating what you were meant to create in this life, they were not meant to be by your side. There's somebody else that's supposed to be by your side. Don't feel guilty about leaving this dead-end job, because obviously they're not giving you the promotions or advancements that they promised. You're still stuck being a receptionist, or, at the bottom of the barrel, basically. You're mid-level when you're supposed to be top dog. And that's not okay. So why would you feel guilty for leaving? Because, your coworker's going to have more of a workload when you leave. Companies always feel that everybody's replaceable. It doesn't matter where you are on the totem pole. Everybody's replaceable. If they think of you that way, then why would you want to give your life to that company? You know what I mean? You've already given it your all as it is, and you haven't gotten to where you want to get. So I do feel like it is time to leave. It is time for you to realize that you deserve more than what you've been given, basically. Create your own life. Be the sculptor of your dreams. There's something you need to work on. There's something that you want to create. There's something you want to go after. And I just feel like I don't know how to do this without hurting somebody. So it could be a family member, like if you have to relocate for whatever this dream is, for whatever this job is. You might be feeling guilty that you're not going to live near your mom or dad or your siblings, but people have long distance, not everybody lives right next door to their parents all the time. It could be something that you're accustomed to or that they're accustomed to, but you can make it work from a distance if you have to. You need to just follow your dreams, basically. Just don't let anybody hold you back, because, if you really think about it, the people that are stifling you, that are giving you this guilt trip, do you really think for a second that they would think about your feelings if they had an opportunity to move forward and advance in their life, if they had an opportunity to make more money, if they had an opportunity to be self-expressive, to be happy, to do what they've always wanted to do, something that they just love? No, they would do it in a second. They wouldn't even think about it. I can guarantee it. They might think about it, but it'd be a fleeting thought, A lot of people do that, and it's because you're empathetic, and we don't want to hurt anybody, but usually empaths, one of the hardest lessons for them to learn is that it's okay to do what you want. It's okay to not consider other people's feelings sometimes, which is extremely hard to do when you're an empath, because we feel everybody's emotions all the time. And it does make us feel guilty when we're a little self-serving. But a tinge of selfishness sometimes in certain circumstances is warranted, and I feel like it's warranted now. Don't let people hold you back. Follow your dreams. Don't just lay here and daydream about it anymore. Make it a reality, because I feel like now is the time. This is the perfect time for you to make a plan, to get that checklist going. What do you need to do to achieve whatever it is that you want to go after? Whether it's a career, a relationship, a hobby, a craft. It could be anything. A lot of people are very creative right now. A lot of people, like, their creativity is expanding and just kind of blowing up over everything. That's what I feel. A lot of signs are going through that. I got candle making for somebody else too, and I just saw candles. And I don't know if it's candle making or if it's just something to do with candles. It could be prayers, something spiritual. I just heard Reiki. But regardless of what you're going after, I feel like it's time for you to just take that leap and go after it. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups reversed, the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a family situation. Like I said, for some of you, it is a relationship, and it's a loveless relationship. For others of you, and that's what's holding you back. For others of you, it's just a family situation. You might be worried that your kids are going to hate you if you have kids, if you go after whatever this is, because it's almost like putting your needs before the needs of others. But I feel like for whoever this message is for with the children, your children are not babies anymore. They're grown. I feel like you might have a son or daughter an adult son or daughter. It could be a young adult, but I feel like they're over the age of 18. I feel like this child should be on their own, but I feel like they've kind of, hit a few speed bumps basically, and they're living with you. So this could be the codependent person that's holding you back. And if you are a parent, yes, you might feel guilty about having to move forward, or kick your child out of the house. Like, oh, my son or daughter's going to hate me if I make them move out, kind of thing. And sometimes people need tough love, you know. There's a right way to go about it and a wrong way, but you don't want your 30-year-old son or daughter to be living in your basement for the rest of their days. They need to go after their childhood dreams and their goals as well as you. I feel like you've waited a long time to go after something that you've always wanted to go after, and it's almost like this child's holding you back. So for some of you it is a child, for others of you it's a loveless relationship. This could also be a job that you don't love. You want to go after something that you do love. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed after that, but it's almost like I feel stuck, because look, we have the Ten of Pentacles in between no love and no new opportunities. It's like, how do I get out of this situation? I do feel like a lot of you, for this message, whoever I'm talking to, you are financially stable. You can pay your bills. You're comfortable, basically. You're not grandiose. Your bank account isn't overflowing with money or anything like that. But you you're surviving. You're surviving, and I feel like you're like middle class, basically. So you don't want to ruin that, and it's almost like taking this risk, moving in a new direction at this stage in my life. Some of you I could be talking to, you might be in your 40s, 50s, and it's like, I'm too old to start over. You're never too old, just gonna say. And if you have the pull or the desire, like that deep-seated urge to just go for something, that's your intuition screaming at you, it's time, go, it's not too late, you're not happy, you didn't miss the boat. I feel like you're just not seeing it. You're not taking the new opportunity because you feel stuck. Someone or something is keeping you stuck. And it very well could be at work, because I do feel like a lot of you want to change career paths. This is the Eight of Pentacles. But this is also working towards your dreams, towards your goals, financial success, working on a relationship. It's almost like wanting that happy relationship where you both can collaborate and work together. I see inner demons here for some reason when I'm looking at this card now. I feel like they're fears. Someone needs to work on not only themselves, but you need to get out of a situation. If you're in a loveless relationship, you need to stop putting your energy into that, and you need to realize that you actually do have opportunities around you. I feel like you're blind to them right now because there's some insecurities here. Like, I don't know if the person that you're currently with or that you've dealt with in the past degraded you, told you weren't worthy of anything, that you're not good enough. Hell, it could even be an asshole parent that would talk down to you. I almost feel that somebody's child, like a son, even a daughter, like teenager, young adult, is extremely rude. And I feel like they say really mean shit to their mother. Could be to a father figure as well, especially if it's a single father, because it would be that motherly, nurturing energy, and he would have to play, both mom and dad. But I feel like there's a very ungrateful brat in this situation, and you don't know how to, I feel like you just don't know what to do. If your child is an adult and they're treating you that way, you need to pull away, focus on you, do your thing. And if you have to give them, the silent treatment, let them know. Be like, I'm not going to stand for your attitude. You will not disrespect me. You will not talk to me that way. I am your fucking mother, or I am your fucking father, and until you can learn some respect, boy, girl, whatever, don't call me. They will miss you. They will call you. It will suck. It will make you feel guilty, because I feel like you're going to feel guilty with whatever this is whenever you move forward. I feel like you need to put your foot down, because whoever this child is, they're totally, you're a doormat to them. I feel like, Mom, I need $20. I need to put gas in my tank. You hand them $20, they run out the door. They don't even fucking say thank you. And then they'll turn right around and ask you for more money. If you say, oh, I don't have any cash, well, go to the ATM. I know you have money. You're not broke. Like, it's like, yeah, but it's my money. I fucking earned it. You need to go out and get yourself a job, or a better job. I will help you. I'm your parent, but I want the best for you. but you can't do this to me anymore. You can't treat me like this anymore. I'm fucking fed up. I feel like your friends, and even exes have told you, have brought this to your attention and have told you that you need, like, I feel like somebody said you don't have a backbone and that you need to grow one so that, you know, you can tell your child what's what, basically. It's almost like who's the parent here? You are, Leo. So you need to make sure that you rein this in, because I feel like this child's an asshole. I'm just gonna point blank say it. That's definitely not for everyone, but for whoever's dealing with that, I am sorry, because it does suck. You know, you create life, you do whatever you can for your kids, and then they, you know, when they turn out to be ungrateful, and every child goes through moments of this, but I feel like if this is an adult child, it's been going on for a while, and it needs to stop. Basically, you deserve more than that, and I just feel like you don't know how to handle that situation. You don't know how to get out of this loveless relationship. It's almost like, am I too old to date? You know, I don't want to date. I hate dating. It's complacency, basically. And if it's a job, it's the same thing. It's complacency. But you need to work towards something. And I feel like it's within yourself, because we have the Four of Swords here. Now, the Five... Oh, I saw this as the Four of Swords, which is about healing, meditation, taking a break. You do need to take a break from this. I feel like because I looked at it that way, some of you just might be overworked. I almost feel like overworked, underpaid, or overworked and underappreciated. No matter what scenario you're in, Leo, you're feeling unappreciated, and you don't like it. You're not satisfied in this situation. But this is the Five of Swords. This is a lose-lose situation. This is somebody having the upper hand, and I almost feel like this is saying, no matter how difficult it is, Leo, you need to gain the upper hand in whatever situation. Out of all those scenarios I said, whether it's work, a loveless relationship, or just love in general, or with a family situation and your children, you need to work on that backbone. These two cards right here is exactly what I said. Don't be a doormat. Don't fall for that guilt trip shit. It's time for you to get new shoes and grow and expand and get out of that cookie cutter box. So let's see, what is the main energy here? I don't know. I never said parenting was going to be easy. All right, the Seven of Pentacles. You're waiting. You're biding your time. You're trying to figure out if it's even worth your time, is what I feel here. And then we have the Chariot. This is making a decision to move forward. I feel like some of you are saving money to buy a car. And others of you, it's not to buy a car, but it's for a trip. You could be saving it could just be a vacation, like a getaway, because remember, when I looked at the Five of Swords, I thought it was the Four of Swords. That's a break. That's, taking a time out, relaxing, recuperating, gathering your bearings. And I kind of feel like with these two energies, it could be saving money so that you can move so you can do that, take a trip away. And I feel like it should be a solo trip. I feel like some of you might have planned it with somebody else, and if it's with like your girlfriends, your guy friends, I feel like that would be really good for you. But make sure that they're paying their own way, because I do feel like a lot of people take advantage of you. Like, you tend to pay the bar tab. When you go out to dinner with anybody, I feel like you foot the bill. I almost get a feeling that, say a friend of yours or even a family member or coworker invited you to a party, whether it was a birthday party, a fucking baby shower, whatever. People always try to invite you because you buy the best gifts. And it's not just that they're like really cool gifts, it's you spend the most money. So if they don't like it, they can return it and they get a payout. So I feel like they used you for your generosity and the fact that, you have good taste and you're not cheap. That's not cool. So anyways, with this vacation thing, don't invite those friends. If you have friends that can, that they're stable on their own, they can pay their own way, that's totally fine. But stop letting people walk all over you. That's the strongest message within this, along with, go after your dreams. Stop listening to the naysayers or just anyone around you, because I even feel like your own family just kind of shits on you for whoever I'm talking to. Like I said, not all Leos, because some of you have very loving parents and siblings and everything, and you're very supported. This message isn't for you. Biding your time, waiting to leave a situation, waiting to leave the job, waiting to leave that loveless relationship, waiting for your child to move out. I even see a mother, I'm not even kidding, I even see a mother out there who is asking her child, her adult child, could be a young adult, to pay rent. So whatever rent, and it might even only be $100 a month type thing, whatever your child pays you, you save for that child so that they have a cushion, so that they have a down payment on whatever, so that they can leave. It's smart. Just make sure that they don't blow the money when the time comes. But if this isn't a vacation, this could also just be a trip, like relocation type trip. I see some of you driving a distance, at least 45 minutes or longer, for an interview, for a new job. And I do feel like it's something you've been waiting for, and it will be lucrative. It will make you happy. It will be the start to you belonging to your own dream, to going after what you want, basically. I do feel that there's some fear tied to this with the devil energy here. This is Capricorn as well. We have Cancer here too. I feel like you're stuck in a situation. Like I said that in the very beginning. You're that little shoe. The shoe's too small. Don't be afraid to buy a new pair, basically. You need to get out of this situation. It's toxic. You're in something that is just unhealthy, and you're not fucking happy. And I do feel like it is financially draining in a sense. But even if we're not talking about finances, the Five of Pentacles in the upright is feeling a sense of lack. And even if you are stable and you can pay your bills and you got money, you can still feel that sense of lack because maybe you're lonely. One of the worst feelings in the world is feeling so utterly alone, like nobody understands you or loves you or wants you, even when you're surrounded by a bunch of people. I feel like you're surrounded by a bunch of people who don't have your best interest at heart. This is the guilt trip shit. This is codependency, and I don't feel like it's you being codependent. Like I said, it's people around you are codependent on you, and it's almost like I feel like I would be burdening somebody if I left. That's their problem, not yours. You're not defending yourself because look, Seven of Wands reversed. This is not even standing up for yourself. Yeah, you're just kind of sitting in the drama. Basically, a lot of you have just made a decision. You haven't, even though you know you need to move on, you haven't. Because it's like the easier thing. You don't have to listen to anybody. You don't have to, you don't have to feel guilty for walking away. You need to buy those new shoes, and like, these boots were made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. You need to keep on walking because they're going to walk all over you if you don't. The fuck was I doing? Oh, in your thoughts, we have the Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to something. Like I said, for some of you, especially if you're that mom, you might be saving money for a child to get out of the house. But I feel like this is holding back. You're holding on to people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You have all the tools you need to move forward. You are the creator of your own destiny, and you can choose to stay complacent and stay around these people, or You can go after your dreams. This is the 10 of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be miserable? You need to get out of your head. This is the 8 of Swords reversed. You need to get out of that self-imposed mental trap and move forward. I feel like some of you just have very toxic family members. I hate to say it because it's family and whatever, but not everybody has loving family. I feel like you're loving, and I do feel like that's out of the norm because I feel like you didn't have the easiest childhood either. I feel like the reason why you put up with this shit and you're kind of a doormat, so to speak, especially with your family, is because you didn't have that constant person in your life growing up. You didn't have like a mother or a father to confide in, that had your back, that was there for you, that said that they loved you, that showed that they loved you. I feel it was very unsupportive, that you were kind of left to your own devices and you didn't want your children to ever feel that way. So you've gone to the complete other end of the spectrum you've gone way too far though, to the point where you're just going through the motions. You're not even happy. That's not okay. That's not the happy medium. Some of you, there's a family member around you that is kind of in and out of jail. I feel like it could be a sibling. Some of you, it could be your child, but I do feel like it's a family member regardless. I just heard Pisces, so it could be a Pisces person, but regardless of that, I just feel they're very inconsistent in life. This person can't hold a job. They battle with addictions. I do feel drugs, like heroin, shit like that. Hell, it could even just be cocaine. Just cocaine, like that's nothing. But I didn't mean it like that. I do feel like this person would have been arrested for like DUIs, drinking and driving, possession of drugs, even if it was just marijuana. But I do feel like they do heavier things, and I do feel like you bail this person out a lot, and you need to stop doing that, basically. So let's see, what are we holding on to, Leo? What are we holding on to or holding back? Some of you are holding back your emotions. I feel like with that whole loveless relationship thing, some of you are currently in it and you have your eyes on somebody else. Others of you, you got out of that loveless relationship, and it's almost like, I kind of feel like I'm too scared to put myself out there and date, but I do feel like you have feelings for somebody. It's kind of funny because I feel like you don't think you have options. I almost get a sense that for someone that I'm talking to, you think that nobody's interested in you, but I feel like there's like 3 people around you is what I feel. Or 4. I just heard 4. So there's 3 or 4 people around you that are actually interested in you. And I feel like one of them, especially, you'd be shocked to know because it's somebody that you have a crush on. So for some of you, one of your options is someone that you've been crushing on, and they're secretly crushing on you too. And you know what's funny? I don't normally remember my readings. I do believe that I think it was the last reading I did for you, or the one before the last, said that there was a secret crush. That either someone had a secret crush on you, or you have a secret crush on somebody. Well, I'm telling you what, I think you both secretly are crushing on each other. I don't feel like this has come out yet, because that might be what you're holding on to. Hope. Biding your time. You're trying to hold on to your fucking sanity. We have the 10 of Cups here, emotional fulfillment. It's a family situation. I feel like some of you need to remove yourself from a toxic family dynamic, whether it's a loveless relationship and it's like your husband or wife, or or it's legit like mom, dad, kids, whatever, like you need to pull yourself away. I feel like you do too much for these people. You need to focus on your own wish fulfillment, your own happiness, because I feel like you're grasping at straws. I see like crazy hair, like I just want to pull my fucking hair out. You're holding back this dream. You're letting everybody else achieve their dreams and almost helping them achieve their goals and get to where they want to be in life, and you're just biding your time, holding on to hope that you'll be able to get what you want out of life too. Well, life is short. You need to stop helping everybody else and help yourself. It's wonderful to be generous and to help people, but if you're not helping yourself and you're basically giving all your time and energy to everyone else except for you, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. I can't fucking talk tonight. I'm telling you what. Some of you might be dealing with, I don't know if it's you or if it's someone around you, but there's someone in this energy that has a speech impediment of some kind. It could be as simple as a minor or major lisp. I just heard Tourette's too, so somebody could be dealing with that, and that might be where the words are coming in, like in my head, because they're coming in kind of fucked up, basically. But not everybody with Tourette's says weird things on repeat. They can twitch and everything like that. But I'm not in the health section yet. But dyslexia as well, and not just with reading, but with speaking. So you might say words backwards or phrases backwards, or someone around you does. It could even be that child. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This is, being independent. You're holding on to... You're trying to hold on to a piece of yourself. That's exactly what this is. You're holding back. You're holding on to your sanity, and you're holding back your wish fulfillment, your independence. So some of you really are stuck in a loveless relationship. Even if you are completely single, some of you feel that you're going to die alone. You're holding on to your independence, so your singlehood, basically. It's like, I feel like you want that family situation, you want love, but you've had such bad luck in love. I almost feel like you're holding, it's like a protection thing. You're very conflicted. Yeah. Okay, yep. It's like you want clarity, you want your happiness, you want to go after that. So we have conflict. This could be inner conflict, which I totally feel that, but it's also outer conflict. And then we have, it's like your time is up, you don't want to wait anymore. Your main energy is waiting. I feel like you want your independence, you want your happiness, and I feel like somebody might not want you to have it. So this could be the fight. So some of you, not all of you, because I do feel like some of you are still holding this back, but you want to maintain your independence, I'm just going to say right now. And it could be once you get out of this relationship, even if you do have your eyes set on somebody else, you might still wait and be like, no, I just got out of this situation, or I don't ever want that to happen again. So I do feel like trust could be an issue with other people because of your past or because of this current situation. But this is like, it's not worth the investment. So even with work, I don't like this job. I don't want to invest any more of my time into this. I'm not friggin' happy here at this job or in this family situation. It might be stable for you, but it's not stable for me. This is speaking up. You have trust issues about this. And I almost feel like with this clarifying the Four of Pentacles, this is staying in an unhappy situation and holding back. Basically, you're not telling. Some of you have and some of you haven't. I feel like you want to speak your truth, but a lot of you haven't done it yet. And once you get out of this toxic family situation, whether it's a relationship or just your fucking family, Yes, there will be conflict. I feel like you will argue with said person, whether it's a child in the tough love or whatever. But once you get that freedom, I feel like you are going to hold on to your singlehood pretty tightly, because it's been a long time coming for you to get to this point where you actually feel free. I feel like some of you just don't trust in love. I feel like if that's the case, you need to get to a certain space independently, so that you know that you're okay on your own 100% before you invest in another commitment. I do feel like some of you fear that because you want to wait so that you can heal, because you have trust issues when it comes to love. You might fear that you're going to miss an opportunity, that the person you have your eyes on isn't going to wait. I feel like they would, but you need to communicate with that person if that's the case. I feel like I just want to maintain my independence right now. Yeah, you want to get away from somebody who's pretty controlling. So what led us up to this point, please? Could be dealing with a Gemini, especially, or Libra or Aquarius. We have the King of Swords. This could be a boss figure. It could be, you know, it's a masculine energy, but it could be male, female, whatever. It's just energy. He's usually, to me, he could be a man of authority. And I was just going to say that there was somebody who is kind of controlling, narcissistic, because we have the Emperor reversed here when I split the deck, and I was saying that as I was setting that down, and then he flew out. So there's somebody who's pretty nasty with their words, and I said that with that son or daughter scenario in the beginning, with them, you know, treating you with basically disrespecting you and treating you like shit. So this could be the child, or this could be a spouse, loveless relationship, toxic relationship, abuse, somebody who just, they're selfish. They take advantage of you. There's the whole guilt trip shit that I was talking about. I feel like that's what led you up to this point. You're holding on to your sanity. You want to be single. You're not telling this person. That fight that I saw, I do feel verbal altercations, like someone might give you a what for, tell you off, especially if you leave, because they want you to feel guilty. They want you to feel bad when you leave. Hell, I even feel a boss that could be this way, trying to make you make it sound like you couldn't, this is the best that you could ever do, that nobody's going to want to hire you, or, if you decide to leave, Leo, then I'm not giving you a letter of recommendation. You might not want to put this job on your resume, and you're like, well, I've worked here for 10 fucking years. How am I going to explain this to the next company? Because you won't, you know, like what I've been doing for the last 10 years. You know what I mean? This person's a fucking asshole. I'm just going to say it right now. And that's why you're holding back. You're biding your time. If it's a boss, I strongly feel that, you know, still list the company. Put a coworker's name down. Put somebody else down. Don't put this asshole's name for them to contact. Or just explain it to them outright. Because, you know, people know that not everybody is nice. If this is a lover, like a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, this person is trying to keep you stuck and stagnant because they can't do it on their own. They like the fact that you have no backbone, that you're a doormat, that they can do whatever the fuck they want, and they can walk all over you, that they can smack you around, that they can call you names. This person is weak as fuck. And that's why they do that to you. Because it gives them this superiority complex, basically. well, they can fuck off. Some of you, this is your father, or a parent, because I said you grew up in a shitty household, and that is why you are the way you are, and that is why you've met the people that you've met, and why you're stuck in certain situations, because it's what you know. It's that complacency. We tend to go after what we know because it's comfortable, even when it's toxic. And after that, we have the fucking devil again. So you feel stuck. I feel like you are in a bad situation. And remember when I said that I feel like you were bailing people out? It very well could be a child or a sibling. It could also be your partner, your person, this toxic person. If they go back to jail, don't bail them out. Just leave. I know you're biding your time, but that would be the perfect time. Some of you might be saving your money even, because with the 9 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles, and then the 4 of Pentacles is kind of the miser card. It's in your mind. How am I going to set money aside for my independence, for my escape plan? So I do feel that as well, because you do want to cut the ties that bind you. You don't want to live in this dreamland anymore. You want to make your dreams come true and turn this into a reality. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles again. It's that sense of lack with the 7 of Wands reversed again. So this is that whole being taken advantage of. This person's walking all over you, whoever the hell they are. I feel trapped. I feel like I don't know what to do. I feel like if I were to just pack my bags and leave, this partner, whoever they are to you, would freeze my bank accounts. They would take all the money out, so I wouldn't have any, and I'd be screwed. I would have nothing, and I wouldn't know what to do, where to go. I have nowhere to go. Maybe you already live too far away from your family, because a lot of times people like this, when they're that toxic, they will seclude you. They will, isolate you from your friends, your family, whoever, those who know what they're doing, those who will talk sense into you, basically, to try to get you away from that person. They pull you away from all the people you love. I feel like some of you, when I said some of you didn't grow up in a bad household and you had very supportive, loving family and friends, because not everybody went through that, I feel like if you're in this bad situation, you feel like, I almost feel bad, like worried that those that I left behind because I decided to date so-and-so aren't going to love me. They're not going to accept me. They're gone forever, like I'm dead to them. That's just something this person said to you. That's not fact. Can I get more on this King of Swords character? So just keep that in mind. It's all a scare tactic. And I don't know if I said this or not, because I had so many things flying in at me. But with the 5 of Wands, with that conflict, I do feel like there is going to be a verbal confrontation with whoever this person is. Hell, even your kids could be like abusive towards you, and not just verbally, like physically, especially if you're a female. But I do feel like with this toxic person, you might fear that they're going to, if you packed your bags and just like walked out of the door when they were around, you might fear that they would physically harm you, because they're known for that. That's what I feel. So we have the Hangman reverse and the Page of Swords. So that's stalker energy. It's also immature communication, which, I mean, I felt that anyways. This is seeing things from a different perspective. It is removing yourself from a situation. That could be why all this is happening right now, biding your time. I feel like this is online help. There's somebody around you who either gave you advice on how to get out of this situation, how to move forward. If we're talking about the abusive relationship, there is somebody, a friend, or even a stranger. You had this aha moment with this person. They could be advising you on shelters, on just the steps to take for your safety to get out of this situation. For others of you, if you're not dealing with an abusive relationship, this could be the job. You found you found the job listing online, in an online ad, and it's like, ooh, this is everything I've ever wanted. This is my escape plan. This is, I'm going to go after this job. It's going to get me away from this asshole boss. And, this is what I've been waiting for. So it's almost like not telling your boss that you have applied for another job, which is smart. Don't ever tell them until you have the damn job, line it up perfectly kind of thing. I feel like that's what's going on. There's online communication here to get out of a bad situation. Regardless of what that situation is, that's what this is. Hell, some of you might be getting this epiphany just watching this reading. There is help out there. It's like wanting to end a cycle because you know that it needs to end. Because you want to... I almost feel like you don't trust in love because you've experienced crap. But this is self-love. This is ending this cycle and knowing that you deserve love. And this is you offering it to yourself. This is you gaining the upper hand in this situation and pulling your cup of love back. It's like, I don't love you. I haven't for a while, ever since the first time you smacked me around kind of thing. I'm loving on myself, and I am no longer going to be your fucking doormat. These boots were made for walking, and I'm fucking walking. I'm running, actually. So that's what this is. Because you want to get out of this situation. It's nothing but lying, cheating, stealing, all this bullshit. I almost feel like this person fucks around on you all the time, and if we're talking about love, and it's like, I feel like this person would even rub it in your face. You know about it, and it's like, well, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Look, we even have juggling here. And it fucking upsets the shit out of you with the Queen of Cups reversed. It's very upsetting. It's like, it makes you feel insignificant. It makes you feel worthless. It makes you feel like you're ugly. It makes you feel so many different emotions, and it's not fucking fair to you. But this person accuses you of cheating because that's what they're doing. And you're not. You're like, I'm not out here fucking around in these loveless relationships like you're doing. I'm sitting here dealing with your bullshit. But not for long, motherfucker. Because I fucking love myself. And I know this needs to end. I'm done. I'm bringing in the tower. That's what you're going to do. You're going to be bringing in the fucking tower. And this person isn't even going to know I hit him. And if this is a job, it's just you're showing yourself some self-respect, and you are taking your power back, basically, because you're not happy there. And it's like, I'm not working 2 jobs, and I'm not fucking dealing with your wishy-washy bullshit anymore. Like, I feel like you're dealing with someone who's bipolar. One day they come in all happy, and it's like, ooh, have a cupcake and smile. And then the next day they want to throw all these papers around and demolish your desk. And you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. I feel like somebody is in a sticky situation. So, health, please. What's going on with Leo's health? I do feel that abusive relationship. When we're talking about health, I heard black eye. So, some of you are legit getting fucking punched, which is bullshit. And it makes me want to go and kick someone's ass. I'm just going to say, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Just saying. But I have zero tolerance for that shit. And I've been in abusive relationships, and all I gotta say is you might feel weak in the moment, or even right now, especially when you're going through it. But the second you gain your power back and you get out of that situation, you are going to realize just how strong you are. How much strength it took to even endure what you went through and to not leave. And then the massive amount of strength it took to actually leave and to realize that you are worth something. You're not worthless. But I do feel, I even see broken bones for some people. Like, I do feel like this can get pretty extreme. I feel like somebody pulled a gun on you at one point, whether it was in this toxic relationship or just, in your life in general. I almost see like a mugging for someone, I'm in a city. It's dark out, and I see like parking garages. I live in the woods, so I don't normally see stuff like this, but there's parking garages and like tall buildings and stuff. But I feel like it's kind of a shady area, and there's alleyways, because buildings are wicked close to each other, is what I'm seeing. And I feel like somebody came out of like a shadow, like where a dumpster is. And you know where like a road crossing, there's a crosswalk and you press the button, you're waiting so that you don't get hit by a fucking car. I feel like somebody was standing there and somebody came up and put a gun to the back of this person's head and took their purse or wallet. Nobody got shot, nobody got killed or anything like that, or even harmed, but you did experience a loss, and I kept seeing the Five of Pentacles, so that could have been why that was there for someone. I know I'm in the health section, but I see that. But I also see another scenario with this is somebody you know, and it's either this abusive motherfucker or just somebody you know, like somebody who has mental issues, and this could be why it's coming out in the health section. There's somebody who has, I feel like it could be schizophrenia. I mean, it could be like, it's like delusions. They have delusions and, what the fuck is it called? It's not just delusions, but it's when you see shit that's not really there. Hallucinations, there we go. They have shit like that, and I feel like somebody actually pulled a gun on you, and I don't know how you did it, but you talked this person down, and there were no injuries, but I do feel like there needs to be a psych eval for that person. Maybe that happened after the incident. I really hope it did. But I do feel like somebody deals with schizophrenia or just delusions. They're very delusional. It could be drug related, but I'm feeling mental illness with that. And there are varying degrees of schizophrenia too. Like, just because someone's schizophrenic doesn't mean that they're, like how the movies portray. Because there are functional schizophrenic people, and medication can help them and whatever. So some of you might have it and you're waiting for a diagnosis, or you're wondering. Look up the symptoms of it if you feel that it's making sense to you, or if a loved one feels that way, try to get in to see a psychiatrist or something, because I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose it, but I do feel like someone is aware of it. I feel muscle spasms, when your muscles twitch constantly, like even when your eyelid does. That's stress related when it happens to your eyes, but it can be in anywhere in your body, but I feel like in your back and in your legs. And I almost see somebody sitting there and their muscles, like their skin's going boop, 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 boop. Like you can watch it twitch. You can feel it too. I feel like it hurts when it's in your back though. It doesn't hurt anywhere else, but it's that annoying feeling. I do feel tension, like in my muscles too. So there's a lot of muscle issues going on, for my Leos. And I do feel like for those of you who are dealing with like muscle cramping or strain, like it's almost like when you stretch a rubber band and it just keeps pulling, and I just feel like it's pulling up in my shoulders mostly. So with that, I feel like it's those of you who do manual labor, especially for a living, male, female, whatever, it doesn't matter. I even see gardening. When you're lifting stuff and digging and using your upper body a lot, I feel like you're not stretching enough, and that's the main issue. But I do see a herniated muscle. Someone has a herniated muscle. You'll know because the muscle will bulge, and it is pretty painful, especially initially, and sometimes even when it heals, the muscle will heal in that shape and the bulge will stay there. So if you have a weird lump and it is painful, like muscle-wise, it's a herniated muscle. Some of you might know, some of you might not. If that hasn't happened yet, be careful of that. Make sure you're stretching, because I see that you could be prone to that happening, or it will happen coming up. I definitely feel allergies. I feel congested. My eyes are watering, but 'tis the season for that. A lot of people are dealing with that. I felt that across the board What is this? Ace of Pentacles reversed. Most of my health, the health section is more intuitive for me. I just get these feelings. Oh, when I was first sitting in your energy before I pulled any cards, I kept getting dizzy. And I got that for somebody else. But I feel like when I stand up too quick, I feel like I'm going to pass out, or I just feel dizzy spells. I feel like some of you are dealing with vertigo, which is, it can be dizzy spells where you're just kind of off balance. It's where your equilibrium is off. So there is medication for that to help with some of the symptoms, because I feel like somebody is like started off slow, but it's increasing, and you almost are like, oh, I don't know what to do here. It can be debilitating if it gets to a certain point, because you feel like you have the spins when you're fucking hammered, you know? That's what it feels like constantly without being drunk. And I felt lung issues. I don't know if any Leos out there are dealing with the coronavirus, if any of you have actually caught it, and you're in quarantine and recovering from it, because it's a respiratory virus, so it will attack your lungs, because I do feel like bronchitis, pneumonia, and my voice was going hoarse the second I started talking about lung issues. So I do feel that. Also, hoarseness, chest pain, like especially if it's in your lungs, it'll be more in your back by your shoulder blades, because I do feel lung issues. I feel lung cancer for somebody. So if you're a smoker, even if you're not, because a lot of times it's hereditary and you don't even have to smoke. You can be the healthiest person in the fucking world and you can still get it. I do feel like if you have a dry cough and you don't have pneumonia or bronchitis or anything like that, if you have a dry cough, if your voice changes, so that hoarseness, if you have upper back pain, like near your shoulder blades, right below where your lungs are, it can radiate to the front too. Wheezing, just discomfort, especially when you lay down. I do feel like there's someone with those symptoms and they are progressively getting worse, and it is lung cancer. I feel like if you're experiencing that, you need for this person, I feel like if you have those symptoms and you go to the doctor and you mention it, they'll do a chest x-ray. But I feel like that's not going to pick it up. The imaging is not going to be clear enough. You're going to need a CT scan, I want to say with contrast, to see this mass, because it's in the beginning stages of it. So in order for them to actually catch it, you're going to have a better image test than a fucking x-ray. Otherwise, if they don't do the other test, it's going to continue to grow and progress, and then you'll go back, and by the time you can see it in the chest x-ray, I feel like it's not going to be good. Your prognosis won't look too good, which is why we have no new opportunity here, feeling like you can't move forward. Some of you might have recently been diagnosed with a terminal illness, and I do feel like it could be a form of cancer. Not all of you, though. And if it's not you, it could be a family member that was diagnosed, and it's affecting you, because I said mental illness, too. That could be what is lighting a fire under your ass to start going after your dreams and realizing that life is short and that you need to start taking steps towards what you want, because either you have been diagnosed with something, or you had a scare, or a family member, somebody close to you did. So let's see, what are the blockages here for my Leos? Those are your health concerns. If anything else pops up while I'm doing the reading, I will say it. But that's what I feel so far. Asthma. Lung issues. So it could even be as simple as asthma. King of Pentacles is a blockage for you. So loyalty and stability. Companionship. I feel like you want a companion. You want somebody that you can have together time and alone time. Like, you want to be able to maintain, this is what you want in your mind. You want to be able to maintain your independence, and your financial security. It's almost like, I want my money and you can have your money, and I want my time, you can have your time, but we can have our time. And you want that happy family situation. That is ultimately what you want. It's like the best of both worlds. And I do feel like the secret crush, the person you have a crush on who actually has a crush on you back that you don't know about, that's what they want too. And I feel like a blockage for you is thinking that that doesn't exist, that nobody will be loyal to you, that you will never find that person. Can I get more on the King of Pentacles, please, for the blockage? Could also be that loveless relationship, that husband that is a blockage, but no, with this, the Five of Wands reversed, that's exactly what this is. Your blockage is thinking that that doesn't exist, that people aren't loyal these days, they're not trustworthy, that you'll never find that in this lifetime because you've had this bad experience, that bad experience, whatever. So you're comparing your future to your past, and that's never good, because we have the power to change our lives. Be the sculptor of your dreams. Create your own life. We are the creators of our own life. If you continue to think this way and be pessimistic, you're never going to see the good in other people. We all have flaws. We all fuck up. Okay? This person is no good, no matter who they are to you. And I feel like even if you're not currently in a toxic relationship, dealing with somebody who's controlling and abusive, I do feel like a lot of you have dealt with situations like that, and it is affecting you today, because that shit just doesn't go away, and it's like battling with yourself. Will I ever find this? Will I ever get married? Will I ever find the one? I'm too old to. I'm too old to have this. I'm too old to have that. I'll never find my happiness. It's not knowing what to do in love. How do I find somebody who wants the same things that I want? That person's right beside you. They're right around the corner. You're just not moving forward with it. So finding your own happiness is a blockage for you. What is this? And then we have the wheel. And it's funny because in this deck, I saw the wheel reversed. It's the blockage. It's you not moving forward with it. Nobody's making any moves, basically, and that's a block. And now we have the wheel and the upright over here. This is divine timing. This is you making the wheel move forward. It is your time to shine, baby. In love. That's exactly what I said. You don't think that your perfect person exists. But they fucking do. And they are here. You both just need to take the steps towards each other. I feel like you don't know this person has a crush on you. But even if you did, and some of you might, you're too afraid to move forward. But somebody needs to make the first step here. You just don't know what to say. You don't trust in love. So, external factors. What's going on externally for Leo? Two of Wands, making a decision, moving in another direction. I feel like somebody around you or the people around you might have an inclination that you are trying to move forward. Oh my God. Yeah, you're going to make a decision out of fucking nowhere, man. There's a final judgment coming. Two of Pentacles to end this up in the air shit. I kind of feel like, this is funny. I feel like out of nowhere, this decision's going to be made. The Two of Wands, like at the fork in the road. Do I ask Leo out or do I not? Yep, final judgment call out of fucking nowhere. This is Scorpionic energy. This is like, I'm going to ask Leo out. This is the person external to you, the one that you are up in your head about, like, I don't know if we could be happy. I don't know if we could be together. I don't know if we can make this work. I don't know. I'm juggling up and down. This person's just going to say fuck it and make a choice and come towards you, which is friggin' awesome because you're not making that choice. And you want it. This person is not going to hurt you. Please have faith. Have a little bit of faith. And take it slow. Nobody says you gotta fucking get married overnight, you know? Can I get more on this, please, this external person? What is this decision? Can I get more on that? The moon reversed. Somebody's going to express their feelings that they love you. 10 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. Moving to calmer water. This person's going to help you. I feel like out of nowhere, it's like your knight in shining armor. You can't make this shit up. I feel like you like this person and you've kind of just put it on the back burner, brushed it aside, like it's never going to happen, you know. Good things don't happen to me. I'm not that lucky. So-and-so wouldn't like me because I got a fat ass, or, you know, I'm not pretty enough, or blah, 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 whatever. All that fucking shit. I just feel like somebody is down on themselves because other people have been assholes to this person, whoever I'm talking to. And whether you're still with this jerk off or not, I feel like this secret admirer is going to come out of nowhere and just totally sweep you off your feet and pull you out of that box. They're going to buy, these are your new shoes. These are your new boots. This is your new boots. It's going to get you out of your head and get you away from the drama. This is you getting in this is the crush coming towards you, expressing their feelings and that commitment you want. It's everything you have been waiting for. It is worth the investment. Okay, Leo? This is your happiness. Don't fight that love and feeling. They are loyal. This is in the upright. They're loyal to a T. They're stable on their own. They're independent. But it's like they have everything. The only thing, they have a boat, okay? This person has a boat. I don't know. It popped in my head. They have everything. They have their own house, 2-car garage. I feel like this person even has a summer car. Could be a muscle car of some kind, a Chevy SS, Chevy Chevelle. Anyways, just a muscle car. It's blue. It's blue. What the fuck am I seeing this shit for? That's just for one person. That's not for every Leo. The only thing they're missing is their Queen of Pentacles. Is you. Some of you could have Earth in your chart too. But that's your blockage, is not trusting it, not believing in it. And I saw that before. So this is that crushed person, your knight in shining armor, male, female, whatever, coming in out of nowhere, finally making that decision to pick you up and put your new shoes on you so you can walk comfortably and grow and expand and fuck what anybody else thinks. For some of you, this is the new job offer. You applied online. You had that moment of, this is what I want. I deserve this job. And guess what? It's happening. They're coming in with the Tower. With the 2 of Wands, it was a decision between you and one other person. And I feel like the other person was actually more qualified than you. I feel like they're going to tell you this too. If it's a job scenario, I just feel like your resume was so well put together. The way you conducted yourself, your energy, and just how you interacted with the interviewer, they felt that you were a better fit. You were qualified just enough, and anything that you weren't qualified for, you can learn, they can teach you, because your personality stood out above the other person. And that is what got you the job, because you have a passion for whatever this job is, because you're going to love it, and you know it, and they saw that. So they made a decision out of nowhere, and it's going to send you in this new direction, new career path. This is you creating your own life, which is fucking amazing. So yeah, love is coming in for some of you. I feel that new job. That's fucking awesome. So potential outcome, please. I'm going to get potential outcome, and then we have the Five of Wands reversed, inner conflict. You're not going to know what to do. With this relationship, it's coming out of nowhere, and I feel like, oh, it's too soon. It's too sudden. No, it isn't. You've been freaking waiting forever for this. I feel like you passed up this opportunity at one point, and you thought it would never come back around. Well, guess what? It's fucking here. It's almost like all the bad choices I've made in the recent past kind of thing. No good opportunities are going to present themselves. I've missed them all. No, you haven't. They're here. This person is here for you. Yeah, you're very woe is me, whoever I'm talking about. This is depression. I said mental illness in your health section, and that can cause muscle aches and pains and shit like that too. It legit does. So if anyone doesn't believe that, it does. Depression wreaks havoc on your body. But I feel like this is internal conflict. It's not, there's something you haven't ended. I feel like if you have to travel, because there is travel here, you might, I said this in the very beginning, you might not want to leave friends or family if you have to relocate for work. That could be the inner conflict. Somebody is guilt tripping you still. Even if it's not an abusive partner, even if you're completely single, it's friends or family. And it's got you up in your head. I just heard Chucky. Like legit, the doll, the creepy doll. Yeah. I don't know. That's fucked up. Maybe that's just a little message for somebody. But this is crying. This is being sad, not knowing what to do, not knowing which direction to go in. Should I accept this offer from this amazing person, the person I have a crush on that I've been waiting for forever? Yes, you should. I feel like it's trust issues from your past. There's some cycles that just haven't ended. You might have to even, this person, there might be distance between you and this person. That might be, what's causing some conflict, because long distance relationships are hard. So if there's distance between you and this love interest, I feel like you will bridge the gap with that, but it's going to be difficult for you, because I feel like when you're in a relationship, you're like all in. You want companionship. You want to hug them, kiss them, touch them all the time. You want to see them, damn near every day. And with long distance, that makes it extremely difficult. So it's like, is this going to work? How are we going to make this work? Like, can I trust you? Are you going to cheat on me? Because there are trust issues. But I do feel like it could be a lesson. And that is why your person, the one who is really great for you, that you are having a really hard time accepting that they even like you, it's like a lesson from the universe. A lesson in not only patience, but acceptance, and learning how to trust, learning how to have faith. It's like, don't judge someone based off from the past. So there is distance here, and I do feel like it's a lesson. Can I get more on this potential outcome? Five of Wands reverse, Five of Cups, the World reverse, please. I'm going to get you an advice card after this. Yeah, get out of your damn head. They're not lying to you. The situation, there's no tricks here. It's not an illusion. We have the Devil reversed. The Devil's been all through your reading. You could be dealing with a Capricorn too, but we have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're Leo. This is you not feeling confident. This is that inner conflict, being upset, overly emotional, possibly depressed, crying over spilt milk, not knowing what to do, wanting to gap the distance between you. It's exactly what I said, not being confident in the connection because there is distance here. It's because you have trust issues. You fear that you're just going to keep repeating history, basically, that this person's just like everybody else. I also feel that this is you fearing that people are going to get mad at you for relocating, for moving, for this new job, for following your dreams. You need to build up your confidence, darling, whoever I'm talking to. And yeah, you need to release those insecurities, like I said. Yeah, you're going to be up in your head. Well, there's the counterpart. There's the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So this very well could be about the relationship. I just feel like you don't trust in love because of what's happened to you in the past. I mean, I understand it, but I feel like this person is trustworthy. Can I get advice or information for Leo? To move forward, a difficult choice needs to be made. You can't make this shit up. That's exactly what I was talking about. And I did see the Two of Swords reversed. I mean, well, it needs to be reversed so you can make a choice, a clear decision, but it was in the upright, so there wasn't clarity. I feel like you know what you need to do. This is what you've been waiting for. You felt it was a missed opportunity, that it would never come back around, or that this opportunity would never present itself. For the job, for the lover, for whatever, for this creative idea, so that you can build your own life. Whatever this is to you, you felt that it was never going to happen. You basically lost faith in it, and then it circled back around, and now you don't know what the fuck to do. You need to make a choice. Move forward. Move forward fearlessly. And then with the relationship, you two were together in another life. And then this one, yep, this tops the cake. Right here for your reading. If you don't take a risk now, you'll never know. No risk, no reward. That goes right here with the difficult decision that needs to be made. I love it when the cards come out like that. That is freaking beautiful. This is all about making a choice for your future. Alright, let's get a Wisdom of the Hidden Realms advice card for love, life, career, for this dream, for what's happening with my lovely, lovely Leos. That just flipped. The wait is over. Stop waiting. Make this choice. I'm telling you what. There's something that you are meant to do, and you need to do it. I just heard advocate. For some of you with this abuse, this abusive relationship, your calling, something that you'd be really good at, could be this potential new job, is advocating for domestic violence, like for battered women, abuse, like how to get away from it all, how to get out of bad situations because you've been in them, how to rebuild your life after getting out of that toxic situation, or just situations, because it could just be about abuse in general, because your family can be abusive. I feel a lot of negativity around whoever this is for, and I do feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like for some of you, this is past experiences, and you're still kind of in it, mentally speaking, like depression-wise, emotionally, because, it did cause fear. It caused trust issues, because, especially if a family member did something to you, like abusive-wise, you're supposed to trust them. You're supposed to be able to rely on family. And, for your mom or dad or uncle or cousin or whatever to do something to you, it's horrible. I even feel sexual abuse here. Pedophilia. Molestation. Some of you could have been molested when you were younger. Some of you, your child or children, were abused like that by the other parent, or an aunt or uncle did it. That wanted to come out. So I just wanted to say that, because I feel that with releasing this toxic person. So we have the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. This is fitting. Selflessness, which is what you've been doing. And I'm telling you, it's time to be selfish, Leo. Humility, conscious action, number 2. Let's see. This is your ally because it's in the upright, my dears. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service has arrived to help you find your true purpose today. What did I say? Holy crap, this is your whole reading. Okay. You just can't make this shit up. Feeling gratitude for each moment you experience and loving what is and what has been will remind you that every breath you take holds a deep and profound awareness. Through small actions and selfless service to another, you're automatically placed upon your highest path. You've been building up to this, Leo, because you've been so selfless. You've been so generous. Whether you're immediately aware of it or not, the presence of this ally lets you know that you're on the correct path to fulfilling your desires. You just gotta move. No risk, no reward, like I said. You are also notified that your actions of service and attitude of gratitude will yield riches beyond your wildest dreams. Dun dun dun. As long as those riches aren't the goal you have in mind. Giving service with no thought of return is what's required of you today, which is what you've been doing all the way up to this point. And that is why your emotional fulfillment, your happiness, and all this success is waiting for you, because you deserve it. It's time for you to get. This would also be a good time to write a list reminding yourself of all the things in your life and the world around you that you have to be grateful for. I said a checklist of some kind, but I was talking about work, like a to-do list. But yeah, you should write down all the things that you're grateful for and focus on those positive affirmations, because I do feel some insecurities here. Fake it till you make it. Force that smile. Pretend until you're actually happy. It works. It sounds fucked up, but it works. If your question refers to a relationship, let gratitude be your guide. Be thankful for all you learn from this person. Exactly. Lessons. Learn it and let go. Truly, there are no friends and no enemies, just teachers along life's journey. Be grateful for the laughter and even the tears. The attitude of gratitude is a magnet for true love in all forms, which is headed your fucking way. The wait is over. Remember, if you don't take a risk now, you'll never know. No risk, no reward. I'm going to pull you a fortune cookie thing real quick. Remember, please like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more apt I am to pick up on your energy. Hit me up for a personal if you're interested. I do have openings. I book up quick. If you email me, then I'll give you all the information you need. An aim in life is only fortune. An aim in life is the only fortune worth finding. That's what this is. Belong to your own dream. Create your own life. An aim in life is the only fortune worth finding. You can't make that up. Yeah. So that's what I have for you. If you join me over on Patreon or already have, I'm not extending these, but I am going to do bonus stuff. Yeah, I mean, I hope it resonated. I know there's some icky shit in this reading, and it wasn't 100% butterflies and sunshine and roses, and, we weren't farting fairy dust or whatever, but I feel like you are going to start farting fairy dust before you know it, and that's fucking beautiful. I mean, you've got amazing things coming your way. Amazing things. You just need to be open to it, and never forget, be the sculptor of your dreams. You are the creator of your reality. You got this, Leo. You're a motherfucking powerhouse, Just bulldoze through these assholes and show the world what you're made of. Don't ever let anyone ever treat you like a doormat again. Not even your own fucking child. Tough love. Don't smack them. I know I smack my hands, so that's not what I mean. If that kid goes to jail, don't bail him out. Make him sit there and wait. And realize that you have to pay. There's a consequence for your actions, basically. I tell my kids this all the time. I'm like, you're right. I'm not going to tell you what to do. life is about choices, and I'm going to let you make whatever choice you want to make. But these are my rules, and my rules are like the law. So when you're an adult, there's laws, which are your adult rules. So basically, I'm the law. If you break my rules and you make a choice to go against what I say, you will pay the consequences. Put your fucking foot down, Leo. You got this. You're a fire sign. You got this. But that's what I have for you guys. I love you, and I wish you all the best. And I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.